7 great tactics on how to overcome laziness. You spend the entire day curled up on your couch, scrolling through Instagram. You have loads of pending assignments, but here you are, lying in bed, watching your favorite Netflix series. You want to improve yourself, you consider it, but you decide not to act. If this is how you feel, then you've come to the right place. We're here to share some incredible strategies for overcoming sluggishness. Stay tuned. In this video, we're going to explain some amazing tips and tactics to overcome laziness. Grab some paper and a pencil and watch till the end to not miss a single point. Without further ado, let's get started. It's easy to think of laziness as a character flaw, an inherent flaw that you need to fight with and feel horrible about while you're sitting around feeling bad about something you've neglected to accomplish. Whatever you want to call it, laziness, sloth, incompetence, inactivity, the idea of doing nothing when something has to be done is frequently seen as a symptom of frailty or shirking. Having talent but not using it, or having energy but not using it. Despite being under work pressure, this trait is none other than laziness. Yes, you heard it right. Laziness does not mean you're unskilled. It means you have the potential, but there's a need for a little spark, a little motivation, a little kick to get you moving. Let's have a look. Number 1. Say hello to your future goals. Ever hear the saying, a man without a goal is like a ship without a harbor? It can travel anywhere with the wind, but not to its intended location. A person without direction can walk around aimlessly, but can't be successful. Burnout can result from making unattainable objectives and taking on too much. Medical practitioners are aware of the symptoms of burnout even when a clinical diagnosis has not been made. Burnout at work can result in tiredness, a loss of enthusiasm and interest, and a desire to leave. By establishing more manageable objectives that will bring you where you want to go without overwhelming you along the way, you may avoid overloading. You give yourself something to look forward to by establishing some admirable but practical goals. Choose objectives that truly motivate you and that make the most of your skills and talents. Make a list of everything you need to do, big and small, and order it according to how much time it will take and how important it is to you. 2. Daily routine and exercise. Exercise is crucial for overcoming laziness, especially when done first thing in the morning. Once your heart starts beating, you'll notice that you no longer feel drowsy and lethargic, but rather awake and energized. According to research, young individuals who claimed to be exhausted all the time felt more energized and less tired after engaging in low to moderate intensity exercise. Exercise has many other advantages, but it also eliminates laziness for good. Exercise can boost your mood, enhance your energy, and lessen your worry, tension, and depression, all of which can make you feel exhausted and unmotivated. To fight the urge to be lazy, go for a little bike ride or stroll. Making a plan for how to do something can make it simpler to get there. Make an action plan and be realistic about how much time, effort, and other elements will be required to achieve your goal. A plan will give you direction and confidence, which will be helpful even if you run into a roadblock. Jobs that we find tedious or dull are typically avoided. Although tasks like cleaning the bathroom or gutters won't ever be very joyful, you can nevertheless make them more engaging. To see how many calories or steps you get while doing these things, try listening to a music or podcast or putting on your activity tracker. 3. Remove distractions. Every time you catch yourself being lazy, take a step back and evaluate what's been happening. In most cases, being lazy is a symptom rather than the actual issue. Try your best to identify whatever it is that's preventing you from moving forward. Whether it's social media scrolling or playing with a pet, we all have our favorite diversionary tactics we use when we just don't feel like finishing a task. Make your diversions harder to access by finding solutions. Finding a quiet workspace, such as a library or an empty room, or using an app to block websites that you scroll through idly when you should be working, will help with this. Along with focusing on small victories, break down any micro barriers standing in the way of your ambitions. According to one study, humans are far too easily discouraged by minor inconveniences. 4. Treat yourself. While finishing a task is a reward in and of itself, some people are motivated by rewards from other sources. Consider the benefits of completing the task, such as moving closer to a promotion or giving yourself a gift for a job well done. After a long day of cleaning, invite friends over for drinks to celebrate the completion of the endeavor. Before you snort at the potential hubris of this, keep in mind that the goal here is to retain your motivation, not to indulge in a vanity fest. Find ways to encourage yourself when you complete a step, a mini goal, or a marker along the path. Every time you complete a task or commitment, it will feel tremendously satisfying. You'll feel proud of yourself if you tell yourself you did a good job. Use a phrase like, "You're making progress. If you keep it up, you'll finish this." Give your diligence the respect it deserves. Because each small accomplishment is heroic, huge successes are made up of several smaller ongoing ones. 5. Get organized. Even merely visual clutter can have a significant negative impact on our ability to feel motivated. Organize anything that could help with focus. Clean it up, whether it's your workplace, your car, your entire house, or your daily routine. Our conscious mind is engaged in a lot of activities that we're unaware of. We are aware of it somewhere, whether it be a distasteful color scheme, insufficient lighting, or a lack of balance in some manner, shape, or form. Get organized to get rid of that little but effective barrier. 6. Watch your self-talk. Sometimes thoughts lead to behaviors, while other times behaviors lead to thoughts. Take precautions and silence the critical inner voice. "Man, I'm so lazy," I'm thinking. Ugh, nothing will come of saying that. You're worthless. Thus stop. The ticker tape going on behind your eyes is entirely under your control. Turn your performance shortcomings into positives whenever you notice them. The morning was uneventful, but it was time to eat now. You serve as your mentor and inspiration. By telling yourself motivating things and validating your activities, you may get yourself in gear for action. Say statements to yourself such as, "I want to do this. I am doing this now." Or, "When this is over, I can take a break, and that break will be even more earned for doing this assignment." If necessary, say these things out loud. When you give your actions a voice, you'll become more motivated. "I'm buckling down now that it's the afternoon." You'll be shocked to learn the increase in mental optimism may truly alter your perspective. Number 7. Practice mindfulness. So many of us don't stop to appreciate the small things in life. We wolf down a delicious lunch to get to the wine dessert and bed with an overstuffed tummy. Instead of living in the amazing moment that is right now, we are constantly anticipating the next big event. When we begin to live in the present, we want to benefit from it. The next time you catch yourself contemplating the past or future, force yourself to return to the present. Let the environment around you, the food on your fork or the music playing in your ears, serve as a reminder of how awesome it is to be alive and walking on Earth. Stopping and slowing down occasionally gives us the energy we need to make the most of the resources under our control. To sum up, when you don't want to deal with anything, such as a tedious task or challenging argument, laziness can often result. Other times, it can be because you're feeling overburdened and believe an entire team is needed to do the task rather than just you. There are also those instances when you simply can't be bothered. In any case, it's just not a desirable trait. Everyone deserves the occasional lazy day, and being lazy isn't always a terrible thing. Adapting to a healthy lifestyle and changing how you approach specific activities could be all it takes to learn how to stop being lazy. Okay, people, it's time to stop watching YouTube and get off your couch and do some work. But before that, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with banger content soon.